Okay, this is rather strange. On both streamers of Joe Biden's speech, it seems as though they both cut off at the same time. So here is as much of the Vice President's speech that is available.
Joe Biden.
Thank you all very much. Thank you all very much. Please be seated. As a kid, this was my dream. Standing at home plate at a major league ballpark. Not as a speaker, but as a batter. But I had to settle for becoming vice president. Ladies and gentlemen, parents, the graduating class, grandparents, brothers and sisters, what a great day for all of you, the parents of those graduating today. To you, Principal Neely, affectionately known as the Big Kahuna, to the administrators, the faculty, this entire community, this is truly a remarkable school. What you've built in 10 years is amazing. When Debbie asked me a while ago whether I would come down and be your commencement speaker, I was honored. But as she started to tell me about the school, I began to wonder whether or not she was just overselling to get me to come down the day after my daughter's wedding. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are absolutely amazing, and nothing's more amazing than you students. Class of 2012, you're a remarkable group of graduates. As we've heard from your principal, you haven't just distinguished yourself on the field, you've distinguished yourself in every field. Soccer championships, tennis championships, math championships, more AP tests than I can count, and nationally ranked debaters. More importantly, from my observation, it's the atmosphere you've created here that has enabled you to excel. An atmosphere of acceptance and support for one another. A cohesion that is rare in any school, much less a school as big as this one. If you can take that attitude with you, the attitude where you don't simply tolerate differences of background and opinion, you accept it, you even solicit the differences. If you can take that with you, it will be one of the keys for your success in life, because there's nothing your world is going to need more than being able to accept, support, and work with people with very different views. As the world shrinks, what happens in a remote province of Pakistan or Nigeria or Brazil is known by the entire world within a matter of minutes. The democratic movement that has swept across the Middle East, the so-called Arab Spring, began when a simple fruit vendor set himself on fire to protest a corrupt government. And a wildfire spread across a quarter of the world. A confrontation that was magnified by social media and has set off a revolution. Isolation is obsolete today, even where it may still be desired. But here's the thing. As the world shrinks, the cultural divides in the world do not shrink. The lines marking cultural and religious differences do not blur. In fact, those lines become more stark as we confront those differences up close. And those lines don't have to be halfway across the world. You know that. They can be in your neighborhood or in your school. You can see them in the hallways, in the cafeteria, in the locker next to yours. At the same time, the same technology that can inspire a democratic movement across the Middle East, well, it can also bring a school or a community together, or it can tear it apart. Information today moves fast, and the world you're about to enter it will move even faster. But so does gossip. You can build lifelong friendships and loyalties, or tear someone down. Tolerance, respect, and understanding are not some obsolete old notions that don't matter anymore. In the new world you're inheriting, they will matter more than they ever did in the history of mankind. You know, there's a lot of talk these days that America's future is not as bright as its past. But I'm here to tell you, don't believe that, not for a single moment. Class of 2012, you're going to live through a period of the most remarkable and rapid technological, scientific, and medical breakthroughs in the history of mankind. And we're going to lead those changes from America. And you're going to lead those changes as you leave this school. So don't sell yourself short. Don't think small. Don't give in to the cynicism, the pettiness, and the negativity that so often pervades our public